I've always exposed my Alocasia Zebrina to some direct morning sun. I've just found that my plant grows better if it has some direct sunlight. What you often find with Alocasias is if they're grown in diminished light, they either start to lean towards the light or their petals stretch out and become elongated. And a lot of this has to do with where they grow in the wild. They'll often be found in slight clearings in the forest where light will come down from above for short periods of time. Usually in moist places close to streams or rivers. But it's important to shield your plant from a hot midday sun because remember, light coming in through glass is often magnified, so the intensity increases and that can burn the leaves of your plant. It's always best if you're going to expose your plant to some sunlight to provide almost a kind of barrier between your plant and the sunlight. So perhaps sheer curtains, perhaps slatted blinds, anything that can break the intensity of the sun. And also note that if you are going to expose your plant to direct sunlight, to do it in phases, to acclimate your plant to the sunlight. What a lot of people do is they bring their plant home and they place the plant in direct sunlight and then the leaves singe. It's important to remember that your plant has been in a store for however long before that. It was probably in a greenhouse where it would have had kind of still good light but some kind of barrier. So you need to acclimate your plant over a period of time. And for me personally, I always believe that the morning sun is really the best sunlight to give these plants. I usually opt for about 3 to 4 hours of direct sunlight in the morning for my plant, and it seems to be responding pretty well. How you know if an Alocasia Zebrina is getting enough light? You can look at the leaves. So my plant is growing upright. All the leaves are upright and the petals are all more or less the same length, which tells you that the plant is not stretching towards light. So some of these petals are obviously longer than the other ones, the older petals, but that's because they are maturing. So that's how you know if your plant has enough light. Also, another indicator is, of course, the growth of your plant. So you can see this plant is putting out a new leaf over here. So if a plant is in active growth and it looks nice and compact, you know that your plant is getting enough light. And just something to note, if your plant is getting some direct sunlight or is growing in bright filtered light, you will have to monitor the watering more closely because it means that your plant will be using more of the moisture from the growing media. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to make sure that you don't miss any of the future videos. I will see you in the next video. Bye.